minority. When, yeah, they telling you that you're a minority and you believe them. So listen, people, man, well, I don't know about that, but I know that the dark skinned people are everything. All they got to do is realize they got the power. You got the power. Hey, hey, hey. How that song go? You got the power. Oh yeah. We is from the source. We just don't know it. Like, how could you be praising and praying to your slave master, God? Tell me how you can do that. We had it all on our walls. We had it everywhere you went. Any house that you went to back in the day, the slave master, God was on the slave wall. That is tough. Yeah. Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's showtime. The game is on, y'all. Yeah. Put your hands. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the show of your life? Are you ready for the show of the minute? Are you ready for the show of the second? Ladies and gentlemen, why don't you please put your hands together for the
Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. We got a really great show. I didn't know if it was actually going to go down. I got under the weather there. You know, I'm a trooper. I'm a trooper. I'm a trooper, man. So much so, they wanted me out there on the front lines, man. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I can't do it no more, man. You know. No, I'm going back out on that water real soon, but it ain't gonna be doing no reconnaissance mission. You know what I'm saying?
You said that they put marijuana smokers in the car.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they changed well, you know, the proposed. You know, they had people had proposed to change the marijuana laws in Ohio. Well, it failed. It didn't. The initiative failed. So everybody thought that they was about to get all live with it. No.
It didn't?
No, it didn't pass.
So you ain't gonna go to jail then?
No, you can go to jail. You can't smoke marijuana in the whip. You can't smoke in the whip.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Your passengers can't have no open containers or baggies.
I mean, why shouldn't you be smoking in the car, though?
Talk about it.
Smoking in the car. I mean, smoking in the car has always been probable cause.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Here's my thing, okay? If you riding dirty UGK, don't ride that dirty where you give them reasonable cause to pull you over.
You ain't trying to get harassed.
Right, if you ain't trying to get harassed, man, wait till you get home, man.
When are we gonna start living our life, man? When is they gonna let us do that?
Without
They can save us from going home.
over legislating us, you know? Yeah, y'all quick with the pen on the over legislation, man. Y'all is, man. Yeah, World War. It's happening too. You know what? At first, the allies, supposedly of NATO, they wasn't getting in the. But now Japan and France and Germany, they sending warships over there. You know, but the thing is, so they can open up the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know, we got to give Trump a little time to see what come about it, you know, because the way they executed this, this exercise is like really like crazy. Like they did their doggone thing. I'm talking about the Iran war, you know. You say you don't know what he's doing? You don't believe you know what? Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. Somebody keeps screaming at you for almost 50 years, deaf to you, and then they actually attempt on your life twice.
I ain't saying that. I'm saying, like, he thought he was about to go in and it was about to be an easy war for America. And they over there getting built.
Well, here's the thing. It's easy to drop bombs and fire from the airplane, but when you know, they took out their military, but how are they still being talked about in the news? Because they got loose leaf people, and they got fortified positions around the Strait of Hormuz, and they only letting Chinese and Russian ships go through, tankers. And if you ain't with China or Russia or them, they shooting at your tanker. They just shot at an American aircraft carrier. The aircraft carrier had to back out of there. Y'all heard of that?
Why did that happen?
Yeah. They say
All the technology in the world.
because the way Iran got it, they got them small attack boats. They didn't invest in big Navy ships. They invested in smaller craft attack swift boats that can shoot them rockets and all missiles and stuff like that. So it's like a little hard to deal with. So Trump's sending the Marines over there, man. You know.
Old man running.
Man, they just called me too.
The Marines called you?
Yeah, they just called
Y'all can't have my dudes, man. No, we busy, man.
me. They called me like 2 months ago. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, see, they see you getting swole doing push-ups or something. I don't know what's going on.
I was on the way. I said, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, perfect.
They gonna want DJ too. They notice he got the gangster, you know, soldier demeanor. Yeah, come on over here, get on the front line. Shamar, they know he technically there with it. They can put him on that big expensive equipment, run this. You know, nah.
They driving young girls now.
They driving young girls.
Come on, you ain't hear about that?
I don't know. One thing Trump ain't doing, he ain't letting you be in the military. If you like that and you in the military, I don't want to upset nobody, so you forgive the hands justice. But if you like that where it's questionable about your lifestyle, he's not letting you in. It used to be the policy of don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, if you from the hood, they wanted you, but they put you
Oh no, they used to treat you like crap when you came from the hood. They used to call me street punk. You know, they used to do all good, man. They used
Put your hand into it.
Nah, they ain't do that. Nah, they ain't do that. Nah. No, I tell you what they would do, but they didn't do me. What they would do is they'd lock you in a room and have 4 or 5 people come on there and warm your ass up.
For real?
Yeah, get out of line. Lock you in a room off in the cut and let 4 or 5 people go in there and do what they do. All the time, you know. They got disciplined ways to discipline you, baby. You know. But we got a really great show tonight. You know what I mean? We got a guy that's near and dear in the community. He's a youth leader, an activist, so to speak. You know, he's a very young man. We're glad to have him on board. We need more young people like Mr. Alex Brown tonight, pushing the culture forward. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in a minute. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Pardon me 1 second, Alan.
Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us. 216-355-9702. Get yours today. Oil Shop. Smell good. So good to me. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. Are you going out tonight?
Man, y'all see what's up with 50 Cent, man? 50 crazy, man. Don't ever come against him, man, because he going to make a documentary about you. He going to put your public business out there, you know.
No. Why everybody in Detroit, I know we don't really care about who's snitching and who's not snitching, but everybody in Detroit popping up with paperwork. You been seeing that?
Ooh, don't tell me that.
They talking about, first they talking about T Grizzly, now they talking about 42 Dub, now they talking about Peasy. What's going on in Detroit?
I don't know, man. I see them dudes moving and shaking. I was actually kind of proud of them dudes, Peasy and, and them Detroit dudes, man. Payroll Giovanni and,
They
you
was
know.
like, yeah, 50 need to, somebody else here, they was like, yeah, 50 need to get on that job.
No, 50, y'all, he beefing with Papoose, the New York rapper right now. Papoose girl is Clarissa Shields, the boxing champion. Yeah, and he beefing with T.I., but with Clarissa Shields, he exposed the text message of her getting with another guy, on some phone action. And, I guess he thought that was going to cause a disruption, but y'all seen just what happened? Clarissa's birthday was the other day. She had some kind of arrangement with Papoose, some kind of challenge, and he won, so she had to make an R&B song about him. You heard that? Y'all need to go see it on YouTube. She's singing. Clarissa Shields, she's singing. Yeah, she got a song, and she talking about loving on Papoose. But when I heard she had a song, I had to go look it up, right? Because I know in the song she was going to talk about knocking somebody out. And true enough. But I got to give it to her because she wasn't talking about knocking nobody out. She said Papoose going to knock him out. Yeah, put pressure on me, baby. You the world champ. Everybody going to be looking for me to hold my weight, when we go out. You testing me, you know what I'm saying, just to get a reaction out of you.
Everybody making money being violent now, huh?
That's what it seemed like, man. That's what it seemed, man. Being violent, man. Where's the love? Black Eyed Peas said it years ago. Where's the love? Y'all remember Black Eyed Peas? Yeah, that was the two brothers and the light-skinned brother. Yeah, and the sister, I think. Yeah, they was kind of out there, but they were bold enough to speak the truth. They was on some Marvin Gaye and the hip-hop type stuff. Where's the love? It's gone. There ain't no more love. It's where's my opportunity?
That's all they want.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you don't got no opportunity. See, I got somebody here with me, and before I get into that, Alex, I want to thank a few people, and that's the Coleman family. Big Bud, Miss Kim, Morgan, Swole, Miles, DJ, the whole family, the whole team, Shamar, holding the community together for quite some time, allowing you the space to get your face out there in the atmosphere, in the world, Craig. I didn't say down the street, around the corner at your nigga's crib. I say to the world, Craig. It'll get out there. Seriously, man. They hit me up still from Africa, man. They don't believe it. Y'all got to go see it. We're going to keep putting it in y'all face, man. It's been like that for a long time.
I know we might look like this, but I don't mean that.
Yeah, we might look like whatever we look like, but guess what, man? Holla at me, man. A lady called me today. She with a not-for-profit. I need to get on the show. She got a not-for-profit that addresses suicides in the community, in the black community. I need to come on that show. I need to help some people, and you can help me. Yeah. Yeah. Met her at the Cuyahoga County East Commerce event we was in, Veronica, But we got a really great, big shout out to Superior Renaissance. I can't forget them guys. Minister Roland Muhammad, Superior Renaissance Community Development Corporation. Yeah, we got the gala on May 9th. Tickets. Yeah, May 9th. The tickets are $100. It's a fundraiser, actually. And we're going to be supporting programs like Lupus, because they supported us. They supported the Renaissance. They supported Hollywood in the Hood. So, we're going to be supporting that. It's also for students also. Students that need help that's in college. That need some bread out there. So that's going to be helping with that. So it ain't no fundraiser to fill up our pockets. We're going to turn around and spend it right back in the community where it need to be. So shout out to Minister Roland Muhammad. Yeah, scholarships. They're going to be donating to Lupus Foundation. It's going to be all in support of empowering women. So all you women out there that's got things going on in empowerment, you might want to be at this event and network. That's what it's all about. Because a nation is not going to rise no higher than its woman. If you're treating your woman like crap, chances are your relationship is going to fail. And then your relationship fail, you're going to fail. So I mean, because you got to maintain relations, man. You just got to be, you know, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. You got to be able to maintain relations all across life, you know, so you got to keep a level head, you know. And we got guys right now, tonight, that addresses systematic ills, but on the young side. How you love that, man? We could have had some old joker up here that was about 90, that been through the Huff riots, been through the Glenville riot. And no disrespect, because we need them to lean on. Because if you don't know your history and you don't know where you're at now, you ain't going to know where you're going.
Definitely.
You know, but we got Mr. Alex Brown right here, youth leader, activist. What's up, Alex? Now, you a young man.
Yes, I am.
Miles like, man, did you know he was 17? I'm like, I knew he was kind of young, but I didn't know 17.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Hold
Just
on,
turned
man. How
17 like that.
you just turned
Just
17?
turned 17 in December.
Hold on, man. What happened to Hot Wheels? What happened to the go-karts, slingshots, He-Mans, you know, the Army Men's? You know, what happened, man? No, nowadays it's the, you know, the PlayStation 5. And
He a boss, man. He ain't
For real.
Tell me, why not PlayStation 5, Alex?
You know, it really all
Oh, that's mom?
That's my grandma right
That's grandma.
there.
Grandma wouldn't buy it.
Hey, I would say this. My grandma out there, I would not be nowhere without her. That's my...
Without your grandmother's
that's-
guidance?
Yes, that's my ride or die right there. That's my fighter. She's the reason why I keep going every day.
So your grandma raised you?
Yeah, now she's raising me.
Now
yes.
she's raising
yes.
you? You mean now where you just became a problem child at one point?
Yes, I was once known as a problem child, menace to society.
You were a menace to society.
Yes, as they
Hold
do.
on, I said problem child. He took it a step further. He said menace
You
to
know-
society.
Yes, because, you know, I wasn't always this leader and activist. I started
Tell
from
the
somewhere.
truth, Alex. Yeah.
I started,
What you was doing? You was out there peddling?
my Lord. Try to get into it. You know, really following down the wrong path. I lost my father when I was 8
Lost your father when you were 8 years
to
old.
gun violence.
To gun
June
violence.
15th, 2017.
June 15, 2017.
Murder never been.
The year after the championship. Everybody wasn't all celebrating tone.
Yep.
Real stuff happened.
Right in Longwood,
In Longwood, down the way?
down the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Killer's never been caught.
Killers never got caught. Was your dad from down the way?
Was he down from down the way? I believe so. Kinda, somewhat.
Just lived down there?
Just stayed down there.
Was haters? Or he was
Yes,
in,
definitely. You know, and just being left with that broken heart as a young black man, being left to, you know, be raised by his mother, it wasn't easy. It was
Did you have a relationship with your grandmother prior to that?
halfway? There was
So
a,
you had to
yeah.
you had to get really like for real acquainted with grandma because
Yes.
I gotta abide by the rules now.
Mm.
And I ain't just coming over here visiting, kicking and taking my Nas, you know, wipe your feet off, coming in the
Yep.
house, take your hat
Take
off.
shoes off,
You
yo.
know. Don't just go on my refrigerator, wash your hands. Give her a mic, somebody please.
Oh,
Hold on, he gonna give you a mic,
Grandma
Grandma.
getting ready to talk.
I hope you don't mind, Alex.
This grandmother has been a part of that grandson's life all of his life.
Yeah, see, we might not be able to recollect when we're a little young, but you better start recollecting.
No, he knows.
I know.
He knows.
Okay, okay.
I've been there all.
Go
of
ahead.
his life.
Salute to you, Grandma.
Thank you.
So that
Hey,
so
I give you your flowers. Okay, then. Yes.
hold on, I gotta ask the tough question, Alex. Mm-hmm. You know, dad was unalived, and you went with grandma. What happened to mom in the picture?
So, I lived with my mother until I was 15, and I just came with my grandma. It was back and forth, but I lived with my mother up until I was 15 years
Whose
old.
decision was it? That was your mother's decision, your grandmother's, you all's decision.
Pretty much, it was Tom, and it was technically mine's, and also the courts.
Okay.
So it was a lot going on to where,
With your parents, that
Yeah.
the courts were involved.
my mother wasn't easy.
Yeah.
I know she had a lot of problems growing up that she put on her kids. And
Did that make you resent your mom when your dad passed?
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it brought a lot of anger towards her also.
A lot of
Um,
anger towards
a
your
lot
mom?
Yes.
From
lot.
who? Coming from you?
Yes. It
Would
definitely
you
did.
rebel and lash out towards your mom?
I would never hit her. Never, put my hands on her.
We didn't do that.
Never. Ever.
We didn't do that. We cursed mom.
Yeah, but we never.
We got smart aleck.
That's just something that I would never do. Never.
Grandma wouldn't let you.
No. I wouldn't even let myself
Okay.
put my hand on the
Yeah.
women.
Yeah. Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
that's
We
just how I
policed
was
ourselves.
raised.
That's how you.
That was just how I raised.
But
I
you
respect
rebelled
women.
for a little minute because your pops.
Yeah.
You were mad that your pops
Mm-hmm.
got unalive too.
Yes, and a lot of trauma from getting beaten and
From
a
your
whole-
dad and mom.
My mom, just my mom. Well,
Why you
so the
reminded
story
her of your
behind
dad?
that, my father and my mother was never married. They was just together for some time. Don't know really the whole story to it. Just know my father, he was in and up out of prison, and just really life decisions.
You think your mom would kind of resent? Did you look like your dad?
Yes, a lot.
You know, a lot of women, you look just like your
Yes.
damn daddy.
Yes, a lot.
And if they were disappointed by the dad, then their disappointment carries on over to you. I seen it down the way. You was a victim of that,
Yeah.
bud? Wow. I know a lady in the projects. She was estranged from her 3 children's father. And, the woman, she had all kind of birthmarks on her face, so she was really unattractive. And so she was really bitter about that. And she would just curse her kids out every day, call them all kind of names. And in the back of my mind, I just knew that wasn't going to turn out right. And both of her sons in prison for murder, and her daughter's a dyke. I tell that story all the time. Got to be careful out there. So hold on, you were a little angry at mom, and
Yes.
did you want to seek retribution for your father? Did you want to go after the killers around the time?
Well, because I was 8, so it was like.
Oh yeah, I mean as you got a
At
little
that
older.
young age, it was like I didn't know what all of this meant. I just knew being sat down on the couch that day in the summertime when a kid, was supposed to be outside playing, riding the bike down the street, playing with the friends, not being told that their father was shot and didn't make it and died on the way to the hospital. And I would never forget that day. My mama telling me that. It's something that stick with me every day, and that caused a lot of pain and trauma over the years to where I was just now able to let that go through therapy.
So
and,
you just now letting
yes.
all the pain go through. What
Just
kind of
letting-
therapy?
Just grief therapy, trauma therapy, all of above. And I'm like, I realize a lot of times when we dealing with a lot of trauma and different things, especially as being men and young men, we need men to guide us. Not all the time, we need women, and I felt that I needed a male therapist, a black one at that understood me, that been through the things
You
that I've
asked
been
for that?
through. Yes, I asked for that. And
You got it
she
for him,
made that
Grandma?
happen.
Grandma,
She
listen.
made that happen. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Because I just had, I'm like, I have
Was
all
your grandma
these-
your therapist too? Could you talk with grandma about what you was
Definitely.
going through?
She's also is a therapist.
Oh,
Has her own private practice. So.
Oh, is that right? Hold on. We didn't get the big head. Hey, I got this. You don't need to speak to nobody else. No, I love you enough. Yes, this is my profession, but I'm going to bring somebody else in that's independent of my thinking. Just so you can get a clear picture of what you got going on, unbiased. Because I got a lot of ties to my daughter, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, my grandbaby and everything. Wow, man. So, but you start coming around, man, because candidly, before the show, you told me it kind of pushed you into this life that you're living now. It motivated. It could have tore you up to where you could have been at your lowest this whole time. But what was it besides the therapist, besides your strong grandmother? What else was it that kept you motivated going in the right direction?
You know, haters. Haters. You know, doubts, family, you know, praying on my downfall. That all kept me.
Haters like what? Teachers or something?
Teachers, you know, old friends of mine, families, haters in
Yeah,
general.
haters.
They all haters. You know, I had a lot of family who said that I was going to be incarcerated like my father. I was going to end up dead. I wasn't going to make it to see the age of 16, 17.
See,
And
Payroll
every day-
Giovanni said it best. He said he got the new song, y'all some haters, y'all not no ops.
Every day I proved to them and I proved to myself, I'm not who y'all say I was. And I had to tell my brother, I said, because I
Tell
got
your brother?
Yeah, I got 5. Well, I'll make 5 siblings. Total of 4. 2 brothers, oldest brother. I'm the middle one. And then I have an older sister, then 2 younger sisters, and a little brother.
So hold on, Alex. When your pops died and you end up going with your grandmother, what happened to your sibling?
Well, so let's back this up a little, because the timeline is a little off. So 2017, my pops died. That caused a lot of, you know, problems between my grandma and my mother, or more or less my mom. She always had a problem with my dad and my grandma right there. And there was a time where 2018 was my last time seeing her. And I wasn't allowed to see her, talk to her, or anything.
Your grandmother.
Yes. Until 2020.
That pained you.
2020, when we was all locked up in the house due to COVID.
Okay,
And I was
alright.
just getting to know, you know, how to use the computer and everything. Got on Facebook, and I reached out to her.
Got on Facebook and found your grandmother.
Yep. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just knew her name.
What did you say to? Oh, you
I just knew her full name, and I looked it up, found her account, reached out to her.
called her
And-
up.
Yep, and thank God. My grandma don't even be on social media. So it was God
Wow.
that
Hold
pushed
on.
her.
Hold on, Alex. What did we say? What did we say? Because we didn't really have this strong relationship yet with grandma, but here we are. We put our investigative hats on, hit the book, came up with, hey, grandma, what was the conversation like?
I don't even remember. It's been so long. Like it was just I don't remember.
What you
I just reached out.
reached
I'm
out
like,
for help?
just to talk to her for her number. How was it? Cause she would know. I really don't remember. I just know I reached out to her.
Something compelled you to go that way.
Yeah, cause I was missing her. You know, I needed her in my life. And
Yeah,
it
when
was
you got
just-
that shepherd,
Yeah.
you got that shepherd, that guidance. You know, it's kind of tough when you ain't got that around, man.
Mhm. And it's like, even when I would reach out to her, I would always get in trouble. My mother, it was like, you know, she was trying to keep me away from her for some reason.
How did you
And-
keep your anger away from your grandmother when you were first arriving there at your
Mhm.
grandmother's house to live? You got this anger and resentment. You know, how did you, prevent that from making it an issue with grandma to where she said, you know, I had enough of this shit. You got to go.
Mhm. I know I might get on her nerves sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, honestly, because my grandma has always been there for me. And I know when I need her, she's going to be there.
Yeah.
And I also know that not only did I have to go through things with my mother, but she had her own experiences with my mother that caused a lot of issues for her.
Right.
So it was like, I know I didn't have any problems with my grandma. So I knew not to, get angry with her like that. You know, I knew how to control it. And because I'm like, I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
She has nothing to do with the trauma, the pain that I experienced. And it took me a long time since I've been with her to actually understand that she's not my mother.
You
Sometimes
said it took you a minute to
Yeah.
realize that?
because sometimes, she might do things that
As a
might-
mom would do.
Yeah, that might resemble it, my mother. And I had to remember that, this is not my mother. This is a woman who fought for me, who opened up her home for me, and she didn't have to. Who
Yeah.
took me in.
Yeah.
And I'm just thanking God for her. For
That's
grandmas like her. And
Yeah.
we need more of those.
Yeah, we got another grandma in the house tonight that hold it down. But hold that thought,
Okay.
Alex. We'll be right back in a minute. Play It T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Pardon me 1 second.
Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us 216-355-9702. Get yours today. Oil Shop. Smell good. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us 216-355-9702. Get yours today. Oil Shop. Smell good. So good to me. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. Best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us 216-355-9702. Get yours today. Oil Shop. Smell good. So good to me. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702.
I Play It T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Yeah, don't stop. Listen, if you feeling what we do, what we got going on, we've been at this 20 plus years right here in the same place, not relying on no white man, black man, Chinese man, none of them. It's been us, baby. You know, but y'all can support. You know, you can come down here and lend your support in kind. You know, we 501c3 certified. You know, or you could drop that bag off too. Put a hundred face on. What you say, bud? Put that big face on there. You know, and matter of fact, shout out to AMS Leather Company, man. You know, they sponsoring the show. They got some really great leather works. You seen that, right? Yeah, we got to get that up on the site. They got some tough stuff. They coming on too, you know. But we got a really great show tonight. If you're just now tuning in, we got youth leader, activist right here, Mr. Alex Brown. Now, before we went to the break, Alex was filling us in about his life because before he became this, you know, beacon of light, he had to overcome some challenges of his own. You know, his father was unalived at an early age. He was only 8 years old, you know, and he was angered by that. And he resented his mom, and, you know, grandma was there.
Yep.
You know, you found her on Facebook, called her up, and, you know, and you just fell in line. Yeah? Then tell me the mindset going into youth leadership and mentorship and activism. Okay. How did we arrive at that point?
So we arrived at this point, let's say, last year, to be
last
exact,
year. Okay.
2025, where I end up catching the case, to where I had to do some time in a detention center. And while being in there, they called me their youth pastor because I'm known for speaking God's word, and as some people say, TikTok pastor. Do a lot of preaching and stuff on TikTok. So they called me the TikTok pastor in there, where I was able to motivate them and guide them, talk to them, pray for them, preach for them. And while I was in there,
Y'all ain't fathom. He said he just turned 17.
just turned 17.
Hold on. Was grandma faith-based?
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
Did she, pull you by the ear to come to church?
I was always that kid.
You was always that
wanted
kid
to go
that
to
wanted to
church.
go. Okay.
The only one that.
See, I went for Easter for the eggs and the sausage
the
and the biscuits. And then I wasn't back there until the next Easter with my fly suit on. Didn't know what they was talking about. I was just hungry.
Yeah, I don't like missing church. Even when I got to watch it online, I don't like it. I love being in the house of the Lord.
So you've been like that.
Always.
Okay. Well, hey, you got to have some discipline in your life, some kind of way. Some people may not be religious and they find discipline in other means.
Right.
But, hey, if it's a means to an end to where you discipline yourself, you're a law-abiding citizen, you treat your body right, you treat your mind well, you respect yourself, you respect others, how can you knock that?
Right.
How can you knock that? You can only applaud something like that. When you attribute greatness of the Creator to your own self. Wow, yeah. Okay, so you will start preaching and you will start helping others through your social media and things of that nature. You ain't never get no backlash like, man, you just a kid. What are you talking about?
I would say I got a ton. Especially when...
That's where them haters came in.
Right, especially when you talk about politics.
Yeah, I mean, Alex,
That's the game,
yeah,
I know.
you can't really talk about politics too much.
Right.
Because if you ain't versed in world history, you're just going off the surface of what's going on in this day and time. But if you don't do research, you don't know what's going on and why stuff is happening. Okay.
But I did my research.
But you did research.
Did my research.
You gotta love this guy's
I
character.
did my research.
Yeah. Cole, man, was Dad like that? I mean, I knew he was in the street, but did he have a balance?
I would love to say yes. I heard all good
You heard
things.
from your grandma,
about him.
from what you heard?
Yep, I heard all good things.
You ever heard that you remind people of you?
I
him?
tell you,
remind
every day,
people of him?
yes. And even when I look at a picture of him on my phone every day.
Oh, you look like him too?
Yeah, and when I got my glasses, I'm like, hey, I really do look like my father.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. That make any young man feel good to know he look like his dad, to look like a great man, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so your faith is what kept you strong. And then you get into, you got a not-for-profit, you got an organization
Yes,
that you're with?
organization, Euclid Community Group.
That's something you started?
Yes, started actually December 21st. It was 2025.
This past, okay.
Yep. I started that with Students Demand Action. It's a nationwide organization, gun prevention organization that's been around for some years. And they have a lot of ties into political office, White House, Congress, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of their resources and their
Students
mentorship.
against what?
Students Demand Action.
Students Demand
Yep.
Action, yeah.
Which they call it SDA for the abbreviate. But
Who reached out? You reached out to them?
So originally, this is how I found out about them back in August when we had that. I think it was out of Minnesota when they had that mass school shooting at the church. And I had seen one of the flyers on Instagram talking about a student walkout against gun violence and talks about what happened at the Catholic school. So I took it to my principal at the high school at Euclid, and from that day forward, I became their leader, their activist. I was named the anti-gun activist for the school. And
at Euclid High School?
Euclid High School, the one and only. The Euclid High School, we call it.
Hold on, though, Alex. What about them gangsters that was, hanging up at the school? They don't take too kind of do-gooders.
Listen, I want to tell you. I want to tell y'all something. Because a lot of people have this perspective on Euclid High School as a dangerous, as an unsafe school. It's not what it's not what it used to be. It's not what people may seem to be. Euclid High School is like a regular high school. Yes, we're going to have fights. We're going to have problems. But Euclid High School is one of the best high schools to ever send your kids to. Because
Hold on,
of their
Alex, because we got a
programs.
teacher in the house.
Their
We
programs.
ain't inflating things, are we?
No, we
Okay.
not.
Because if it was like lean on me, it was like lean on me.
I'm telling you, this is the truth, because Euclid has a lot of programs that other schools across Cleveland cannot offer.
Okay.
Their CTE programs, just everything that they have at our new building is so different to where they can offer these kids so much more.
So hold on, Alex. So at 16, you brought a program up to the principal of the school.
Mm-hmm.
What was his What was his reaction?
reaction?
You coming in the office at 16
Well, hold on. See, what I did was I emailed him
first.
Saturday morning. Usually he said
Not on the school days
not on
either.
the school day.
The weekend.
But he said
Oh,
that-
this young guy's serious.
I was serious, and he said that. He was like, I don't even check emails on the weekend. It's my off day. And
Imagine
so-
that. You the principal. You get an email from a student on the weekend.
On the weekday. On the weekend. So he set up a meeting with me first
Set
thing
up a
Monday
meeting with
morning.
you.
And from that day forward, we talked about it.
Were you and any other students involved? You just walked in
No,
there
it
by
was
yourself?
just me, because this was my first year at Euclid High School. So it was like I didn't know nothing. I was the new kid, but I still, made myself, out there. I got out there. And that was the beginning of me.
So what did the what were you telling the principal? What your objective was?
So I said I wanted to do like a student stand-up or a student walkout against gun violence, protecting the lives that was lost, honoring the lives that was lost at the Catholic school, the mass school shooting that they had in August, and just in general.
And he obliged you.
Yeah.
See, he could have turned you down. I don't want that
Definitely.
circus at my school.
And he said-
media might show up. You gonna make me look bad.
Mhm.
No,
And-
you can't do it, brother. I'm sorry. I'll let you organize in the gym. But auditorium and broadcasting, nah. But he
set it up.
are you grateful for that?
I'm very, very grateful.
What's the principal's name? You remember?
Mr. Russell.
Mr. Russell, man. You a
Mr.
visionary, man. You a visionary,
Let-
Mr. Russell.
Let me say this.
Is what? Corey Russell.
As they call me, Junior Corey Russell.
Junior Corey Russell.
Because
okay.
if y'all see a picture of him, he looked just like me. It's my grandma say he don't, but
Don't put that on grandma's baby now. Don't
But
put
Aaron-
that on grandma's
But
baby.
everybody at Euclid be like, I swear you was Mr. Russell. Like at school events, parents would be like, Mr. Russell, hey, you was just over there.
So through the implementation of your program, is it an ongoing thing?
Yes. So we actually, in the first creation process, well, I wouldn't say creation process, but movement process, to where we just had our first event, which I wanted to do it on Zoom just to get, test it out. And then we're working on planning our first in-person event, which will be April 14th at Euclid High School.
I don't know, Alex. I commend you. I just know that's a steep hill when you got young guys walking around with the stick in their pants. They ain't trying to hear, they ain't trying to hear that, They don't know about it, You got the courage to say, hey, look, that ain't right. I know I'm a young guy, but that ain't right to be getting caught up like that. Listen to my
Because-
story. Look what happened to my dad.
Right. And like I was saying, there's a lot to my life, to my story, behind everything. And I wish, we could sit here for hours and talk about it. I know what it feels to come from, nothing. Because I grew up in Longwood.
Oh, you grew up in
Yeah,
Longwood?
I grew up in Longwood.
Yeah.
Left, My mama wanted better for
I did
us,
too,
wanted a
Alex.
better education for
Okay,
us.
okay.
We moved to Warrensville, where, Warrensville Heights, started my elementary school there. Then later
That's at
on,
grandma crib?
mom's.
Oh, that's at mom's
This I still live with my mom. Then moved to Cleveland Heights, where she came from. She wanted a better future for us. And Heights offered that, I guess. So we moved out there. She wanted to better us. She wanted us to be better than her. But like I always tell people, I wasn't always like this. I got a past, I got a background, I have a story and a testimony behind my story, behind my gift that I have. And, I tell people all the time, when I was locked up last year, it gave me something, it built something in me.
Built character.
Yes, and I said sometimes God will allow you to go through things to better yourself
Yeah.
and to see your gift.
Yeah,
And-
that's a great way to look at it.
And while being in there, when I tell y'all, it almost made me cry. When a young man then killed somebody, robbed in a gang, he told me, he said they called me Big 30 in there for some reason.
Big 30.
And Pastor 30.
Pastor 30.
Pastor 30. So he was like Big 30.
That's a fine name.
Yeah.
I'd rather be called, being fond of,
Right.
He
was like, Big 30, since you've been in here praying for us, preaching to us, everything in my life has been going great. And my case just got thrown out. He said, I'm about to go home. And they was all asking me, I want to get close to God. I want to change my life when I get out of here.
Young man that was a little older than you.
That was older than me, that's committed crime, committed murder, doing time, robberies, all of that. Young man who was known as a menace to society, going down the wrong path. For me to be able to go in there and help them, not knowing that I was going to do that, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was emotional for me to even know that I had that impact on people.
Yeah.
To where every day I was in there for what? 2 weeks?
Did we have discussions with Grandma early on when we was thinking about putting this initiative together?
Actually, no. We did
We sprung it on Grandma?
Yes, she would say yes. It was a lot of going on because it was so crazy because I kept telling myself, and I prayed about it. I'm like, I'm gonna call the Player T Show. I got to get on here. And it's so crazy. I woke up next morning after I just prayed, and you reached out.
That's how it go, baby.
I said, look at God.
We in the ethers with it.
I'm like,
we in
I
the
didn't have
ethers
to
with
reach
it.
out.
Yeah. We in the ethers with it. We in the ethers with it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mm-hmm.
And anytime that you feel any negativity from anybody, that you feel that, I don't care if you're a close friend, you going to start, now that you tapped into you, because you tapped into you more, you're young.
Right.
Once you tap into you more, you're going to start feeling people's energies and people that shouldn't be around you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to start feeling everything, and then people going to think something wrong with you, but ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You're in a different dimension now.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you mentioned that because it's already been happening.
Mm.
I didn't lost so many friends and cut off so many people. And I was just telling my uncle before we got here. I'm like, I realized, the saying people always say, if you hang around bums, you're gonna be a bum.
Yeah, you lie with dogs, you liable to wake up with
And I take that as
you liable to wake up with fleas.
yeah, I take that as, you surround yourself around the wrong people, then you're going to go down that wrong path.
Yeah.
And I've been surrounding myself with entrepreneurs,
Huh.
leaders, business people.
I was once surrounded by the killers.
Game members. Now it's all motivational speakers, mentors, influencers, entrepreneurs. And I want to give a shout out to Two Fly Mobile Games. I don't know if y'all heard of that, Miss Keisha. She is from East Cleveland. Just got elected on the East Cleveland board. She is the owner of Two Fly Mobile Games. She's a mobile game truck owner. and y'all need to tap into
What
her.
you doing big things with her, like
Big
at your
things.
initiatives?
I want to tell y'all, she's the reason. She's my motivation.
She's
Her
your motivation.
story. When I met her last year through the YOU program,
YOU.
I knew it was God. God placed me with her for a reason because of all the things that's been happening to me since I've been with her, and the knowledge that I'm gaining, the motivation that I'm gaining is building me to become this person that I knew I can always be.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. You know, and I tell my grandma all the time, I love Miss Keisha.
So tell me, what did it look like when you first did an event at the school? The principal that
Lord.
gave you the green light. The day is finally here. What did we do? What happened? Tell me
So
about that.
before that, he set me up with this one of the trusted adults that's been around for years, our junior ambassador leader. Her name is Miss Russo, so I can have guidance and also have her since she helps plan these events. He introduced me with her. We started working on it. We planned it. At first, I was nervous. I'm like,
By
these
you being
people-
so young, was she open to your plan, or was she like over like meticulous and wanting to make changes, or she just rolled with what you had going
She
on?
really just rolled what I put down to the table. She also had some other things to put in.
Okay.
That was okay.
And you was open to it
Yep.
because you don't know everything. I'm a
Yeah,
young
I don't
man.
know. And I'm like, this is my first year at Euclid. I don't know too much. So I'm like, let me, have her help me with this.
Y'all
But
was in the
the event-
auditorium.
Yeah. The event turned out great. So far, I done planned a total of 3 events.
That first one, how many students showed up?
First one we had, it was very low, about 15, but we had
But
a
they
lot of
showed up.
families.
Some kids showed
Yeah.
up.
We had a lot of families, though. The second one, we had a bunch.
You said you
We
had
had
a
a
lot of
bunch.
families there. Did you bring people up to give their personal testimonies?
So it wasn't more.
Or
it
did you
wasn't
talk
like
about your
that.
dad,
It
or-
was more like a family engagement night. They wanted it.
Family engagement.
Yeah, to where games, and then we're going into that kind of. So we didn't really how they wanted it to be planned. I couldn't do it like I wanted to. That's
Like,
why I
who
said
wanted to be? Like, tell me what
So-
you're talking about.
because it was the beginning of the school year. They didn't want to just throw this on them so
Yeah,
quick like this.
Yeah.
And they wanted to give us enough time.
Yeah, I don't
to
even want
plan
y'all to
this.
think about violence. We just
Right.
school just started
School
back.
just started. Football season, y'all know. Euclid got known history. After football games, violence going on. So I didn't want none of that stuff. So that's why April 14th is the day that I will actually be doing this like I wanted to, because I fully planned it.
Okay, so what's gonna take place around that time? Like, what are you looking to do?
April 14th, we have an organization in Euclid called the Hope Task Force coming in. Speaking, we have a bunch of students that's coming in, sharing their own personal stories and motivations behind, what started them, what drove them, to becoming activist leaders, and really just talking about gun violence in our community, how to stop it. And like I tell people all the time, my thing, I'm not pro guns. I just want to prevent them. I said, I get we gonna have guns. No matter the laws
So
that
you're not
that's in
against
place.
guns?
Yeah, I'm not against guns. I don't feel that even if there was a law in place, it's not going to stop kids from getting guns.
Right. Yeah, you can't
not gonna-
legislate
it's not
your
gonna
way
stop
out,
that.
out of stuff like that. You
So
can't.
I feel that I'm more or less trying to prevent it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch. Not only did I lose my dad, but I've lost many of my friends.
Lost many of your friends.
Many
too.
of my friends.
Yeah.
And that hurts. I'm like, losing so many to gun violence is like, it's traumatizing. It's painful. And I'm just lost for words with it.
Man, no,
It's
we
just-
commend you, brother, to have the heart that you do and the wherewithal to stay at it and stay committed. As such. Huh? To be the person that you are, brother, and that's real talk. So you said your first actual event is coming up in
Yes,
April.
April 14th.
And so has it been a task to get others involved on there?
Yes.
Like adults, and it's been a task?
It's definitely been a task. Because a lot of people, they don't want to do it. for some reason. A lot of people, they don't want to do it.
You're going to be hitting them with the hard facts, like showing them videos and statistics. And
Yep. So a lot of this stuff is going to be happening in our cafeteria and then our bistro where we got, food and stuff. So we're going to be having a lot of stuff. And then I'm still planning it as we speak. So, I can't really say too much because we still planning it as we speak. We got a couple things planned already.
what kind of advice, if any, has Grandma, given to you now that she's got wind of what you got going on and what you're doing?
I would say stop being in a rush to grow up
Stop being in the rush to grow up.
because it's not what you think. Definitely not what you think. It's not.
Mortgage,
Because
rent, car note,
I see her.
grocery, bills, huh? Aging. Aging?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. I ain't even think about that, I'm sure, but I'm it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm getting them, I'm getting them little white light whiskers in my beard, I'm getting them little light whiskers. I'm getting them light whiskers.
Crazy. Everybody got to become an OG.
Definitely.
Literally, though.
Yeah. I mean, but Alex is like a young OG, a YG, a young God,
So strange.
What?
You got a young God like Alex leading OG.
Yeah. I think that's what's needed, man.
I never heard
If you got the light, it don't matter where you at in life. You need to shine that light. Because there's some people out there in the dark, man.
I see what God's doing.
It don't matter how old you are, how young, you could be in the dark and don't even know it.
That's true.
You
That's
know,
so true.
Young boys,
you know.
young life.
Are you being outside of a pleiade and all of that? Are you being recognized by like people in the community for what you got going on?
I would say now I am.
Now you're
I've
starting to
been
get-
receiving a lot of emails, letters. A lot of people from Euclid, like the city council, the mayor. I was supposed to have a meeting with one of the city council members today, but I'm like, there's too much stuff going on today. Let's reschedule. But hey,
Let's
I've been trying to, and let me not forget. I'll be speaking at the Stop the Violence press conference on the 28th.
You're gonna be speaking at the
Yep.
Stop the Violence press.
That's hosted by the Won't Quit Foundation.
They reached out to.
Well, I reached out. I found it came across my feed on Instagram, so I reached out. Wanted to be a part of it,
You told them you want to come speak and
Yep.
everything, and they.
and we set it up. Now I'm one of the speakers for this event next Saturday at 10.
Where that's
Uh,
gonna be at?
This will be at St. Ed's, St. Ed High School, St. Edwards.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, out there, that outreach in the community. Now, real
Yep.
quick, Alex, I know you have to go, but kind of give something to the people out there. Maybe they went through some things that's similar, might have lost a loved one,
Hmm.
parent, or anything, and they're angry. They don't know how to find their way. You've been through all that. Give them some encouragement to bring them to where you are now.
I would say this. Remember who you are.
That's right.
Don't allow anyone to try to change you.
That's right.
Don't allow anyone to tell you that you're not going to make it in life, because you can be who you want to be. And first of all, let the haters hate.
Ha!
Second,
Let the haters hate. Y'all can do all that hating you want.
all.
Hating make me $0.
Hmm. And most importantly, man, tune them out.
Tune them out.
Tune them out. And also, because I tell people all the time, if I would have allowed the people who said that I was going to be, dead, I was going to be locked up, I was, going to be all of this other stuff, a criminal, if I would have allowed all that and listened to them, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Huh? In other
So-
words, I'm a leader, I'm not a follower.
Uh-huh. So despite what people say about y'all, don't believe it.
That's right. Now, if somebody wanted to patronize your organization, maybe even book you to come out and speak, how can they get in touch with you?
So I have an Instagram page called Euclid_SDA. And then you can reach me at email at studentsdemandaction.euclid@gmail.com.
Yeah, give it up for Mr. Alex Brown. Yeah, students demand action, baby. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming out to the show, everybody that tuned in from around the world. You know, if you want to get with Alex Brown right here and, you know, turn up on the community, reach out to him. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the Hood.
Appreciate it, y'all.
We're going to take some pictures before we get out of here.
To be on the Player T show. Here I am. Not never before.